Okay, but like, can we appreciate the fact that the God of the universe, the same one that created everything in the entire world, literally humbled himself, wrapped himself in human flesh, and came down here as a baby. Like a baby. A baby that has to rely on someone to take care of them. A baby that has to rely on someone to feed them. A baby that has, to rely on someone for everything, every need of theirs. And you know why he did that? It's so that he can understand us. Not that he didn't already understand us. But he did it to, so that, what does Isaiah say? Oh gosh, he says that, sorry, that's in Hebrews. Paul says that we don't have a high priest that, can't be touched with our infirmities, right? He grew up just as a normal human, but he was God. Here's another thing, too. He was born in a stable, and he was laid in a manger. And I don't know if you guys know what a manger looks like, but it's a stone, feeding trough is what it is. And any of you guys who have cows and horses and stuff like that, you know how disgusting and grimy those feeding troughs can get? That's all they can lay him in, right? Stables can be pretty gross. I know. I have a barn of my own, and, they can get pretty nasty. And the King of the universe was born in a place that was considered dirty and dingy, and no one wanted to be there, right? It's kind of like our hearts. Dirty, dingy, nobody wants to be there. Even after we get saved, there's still a process, there's a lifelong process called sanctification, to where we become more and more like Christ as we walk with the Lord. And, he, just like he was born in that stable, that dirty, grimy, gross stable, laid in that manger, he comes into our lives and wrecks shop. And what I mean by that is he removes everything that shouldn't be there. Hate and dishonesty and bad attitudes and anxiety, all that stuff. None of that. We were never meant to live like that, guys. But he's born in a stable, which is pretty dirty. And yet we think that we have to clean ourselves up before we come to him, when he came to us. Something so pure, so holy, so perfect, was born in a place so dirty, so disgusting. It's kind of poetic, if we're being honest, but that's the word of God for you. It's poetic. But he came down here, and he was laid in a manger. Because there was no room for him in the inn, right? All of us are innkeepers. I saw that in a post today, a devotional post. And we have the option to accept him or not. When I say accept him, I don't just mean, when you ask Jesus in your heart, when you say, Lord, save you, when you say a sinner's prayer or whatever. I'm not just talking about that. Even after we get saved, so many of us don't welcome him into our everyday lives. We get saved, we think, all right, I'm not going to hell, that's a good thing. But that's not what Jesus wants. He wants a personal relationship with us. So why don't we let him into every aspect of our lives? Every situation, every, fear. Let him wreck shop. Let him turn your life into what he created it to be. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, he created each of us, right? He has a plan for each of us. And he's such a a loving, loving Father, that He wants what's best for us. And so when He wrecks shop, when He removes something, when He cuts something off, when He does this or He does that, there's a reason. Because He hears things you don't. He sees things you don't. He sees people attached to you in the future, okay, that need the lessons that you're going to learn from going through trials and losing people, receiving people back, extending forgiveness, extending grace. Like I said in the Miss K video, we're designed for that. That's what being a Christian is all about. So, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys all had a wonderful one. And I'm going to go in my own stable and take care of my animal and put some hay in her feeding trough. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.